welcome back to my channel. So as you can see from the title of this video, I am going to show you guys how to get a flawless foundation look with no effort. I'm gonna tell you the tips and tricks to get this seamless, like flawless foundation look. So let's get straight into this video. So first off, to get a flawless foundation look, your skin don't have to be perfect, but you must keep in mind that you're just putting foundation on your skin, so your skin must like have a bit of decency. Like, you know, if your skin is like, if you have a skincare routine or something like that, then yeah, you guaranteed that you're gonna have a flawless foundation look. What else? I actually just did a turmeric mask before I started to film this video, so yeah, if you're going to like a party or something, prep before, like do a mask, like pamper yourself before you even do your foundation routine. I bet you're gonna get the best foundation look ever. So first I'm just gonna start with my 3 favorite primers. If you have large pores as well, this video is for you, because sis, like, but yeah, my pores are really visible. So the first primer I have is this Maybelline New York New Baby Skin Instant Pore Eraser. It looks like this, and how it looks like is like this clear, I don't know if you guys will be able to see it, I'll press it a little bit. It's like this clear jelly type stuff. Where did that go? Anyway, so yeah, I recommend this primer. I won't say it lasts for too long, but it works when you're starting your makeup. So yeah, I think it lasts for like couple hours, not 24 hours though. The next primer I have is this Maybelline New York Master Prime. This primer is actually really good as well. I'm almost out of it. It's really good. It clogs your pores for your foundation base. So yeah, I recommend this one as well. I think this one is better than this one because this one has like a clear type, and I feel like because this one is a creamy consistency, like this is how it looks, I feel like it works better. Now the primer that I'm currently using right now for my pores is the Smashbox Photo Finish Minimize Pores Primer. It looks like this. This primer, for such a small primer, is kind of pricey, but I do recommend this primer. Like, I really like this primer. When you put it on your skin, it's like where the pores at? Where they at though? I can't see them. So yeah, this is the consistency of it. It has the same creamy consistency as the Master Prime, which I'm obsessed with. So yeah, the first step is to make sure you have a good base, like good skincare routine, you know, just, you know, y'all know what I'm talking about. And then a good primer. What I do for my primers, before I start my makeup, I put my primer first, or I'll do my eyebrow and put my primer and then let it sit for a while. So I'm just gonna start off with my primer under my eye, on my nose. This is where I get the most oily, so this is where I put my primer. My face is already moisturized and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm just kind of gonna put a generous, a little goes a long way with this primer, so you don't really need a generous amount. Just put the amount you think will be enough for what you want to prime. So now that I'm primed up, I am going to do my eyebrows and I'll be back. Alright you guys, so I am done with doing my eyebrows. They look alright. Anyways, so as you can see, my primer is just mattifying. It's just seeping into my pores, and that's exactly what we want for this flawless foundation. So disclaimer, I know I canceled Fenty Beauty foundation because it had some ingredients in it that were causing my skin to break out, but I decided to leech onto this Fenty Beauty foundation once again, because it fits my skin so perfectly. I recommend using a foundation that's closer to your skin tone, or if you know how to blend, then you could go into any shades you want, but this foundation is like my exact shade. So what I do is, if I'm not going anywhere for a long period of time, I'll wear this foundation. But if I'm going to somewhere like for a very long time, like to a party or something, I'll go with my MAC Studio Fix Fluid SPF 15 and NW50. So yeah, these foundations I cannot let go of. So yeah, I'm gonna be using this Fenty Beauty foundation today, and as you can already tell, my skin and my pores are looking mattified. And I use I recommend a mattified foundation, because if you want a flawless finish, if you're looking for a flawless finish, I think a matte primer and foundation will be able to do the job. So I'm just gonna do like 3 to 4 pumps on my hand. Let's do 5 or 6. And then I'm gonna get my beauty blender. Now, I used to spray my beauty blender, but I find myself letting go of that for some reason. So, by the way, I'm looking this way because my mirror's on that side, but I found myself stop spraying my... Why can't I speak? I found myself not spraying this beauty blender anymore. I have no idea why, but it's been working, so we'll just go with that. So I'm just gonna take my beauty blender and my foundation and focus it under my eyes for a while so that it can seep into my skin. I recommend working on one side and then moving to the other side, because it gives you more time and more control on your face, so your skin won't look like patchy or anything. Make sure you get the creases, you know. And this is where I fast forward, because I'm just continuously dabbing my skin. Now for my edges, I don't go back into the foundation. For my edges, I just use the foundation that's already on my cheek and then under my eye, and use that to go up on my edges and stuff, because I don't want my edges to be messed up with foundation. Or I'll just like grab a little tiny bit at the end and go with it. I don't recommend going back in the foundation for your edges, because it's gonna blend right into your skin, especially with a foundation like Fenty Beauty. I don't recommend going back into the foundation. Just a little bit. You gotta kind of like, you have to work with it. I look like a ghost, but you have to kind of like work with the foundation. You have to keep blending it and blending it and blending it in. I kind of go into my scalp, because my scalp is like a little bit lighter than my face. So yeah, that's a trick that I do with my beauty blender. So yeah, I'm just gonna fast forward again and do the next side of my face, and then I'll get back with you guys. So you guys, now that you've blended out your foundation, if you do your foundation with a brush, just make sure that you go back in with a beauty blender, or you know how to do it with a brush. But if you're a beginner, I don't recommend starting with a brush, to be honest. So now that you have blended your foundation into your skin seamlessly, and on your neck and on your ears, if you're gonna have your ears out, if you're gonna like have your hair down on your face, you really don't need to do your ears. But yeah, do your ears if you're gonna let your ears out. So for my concealer, at the moment I'm loving the e.l.f. 16-hour Camel Concealer. So it looks like this, and I'm in the color Deep Chestnut. It looks like this. Now for your concealer, I recommend going a shade down or 2 shades down, just so you won't look too ghosty. Some people actually go way brighter than 1 or 2 shades down, but that's because they really know how to do like their makeup. They know how to blend it out and the techniques to use. I'm just letting you guys know what I know and what works for me. So for my concealer, I'm just gonna use the applicator and create a upside down triangle. After I create my upside down triangles, I'm gonna dab it onto my nose. I don't recommend dragging it, because when you drag it, you're messing up the foundation that's already on your nose. So I think dotting it on your nose. It's so cricket. I hate when that happens. But you could drag the one on your chin. Well, I drag the one on my chin. Just gelatis. Boom. My backdrop is slipping down. I can hear it. We're just gonna continue. So anyways, this is when I spray my beauty blender. So I give it like 2 sprays minimum, and then I'm going to blend it in. Now I don't drag my concealer all the way up there, just because I have a round face and I want the focus point to be in the front of my face and not like up there. So when I do my concealer, I don't drag it all the way up here. I just keep it in front. So as you can see, my concealer, this is why I say go like 1 or 2 shades down. My concealer is like blending into my skin like butter, like period. Okay, and you don't have to put too much pressure on your beauty blender when you're blending your concealer out. Literally, like it's not that deep, sis. So yeah. And then try not to smile. If you crease a lot like me, when you're doing your concealer part of your makeup, I try to not move my face too much, like smile or laugh, because I crease a lot, and so I don't want to crease my concealer. So for my nose, the concealer on my nose, I don't drag it, because if you drag it, it's just gonna mess up everything that's on your nose. So I recommend like dabbing on top of your nose, just like this, you know, so that your concealer doesn't go too far or drag itself down. Like this. And I normally go back in to make sure that my concealer isn't moving or anything like that. So now this setting powder or baking powder, loose powder, I don't know how you guys call it, but this powder is getting like way too light, way too dark, way too light or way too dark, because when I put it on my skin it looks like I'm a ghost unless I really blend it in. So I think I need a new powder. If you guys like use these type of powders, like setting powders and stuff like that, please let me know in the comments what can I use right now. I'm gonna try something different. What is this? So I'm just gonna pour it on the top of it, and then I'm gonna dab my beauty blender once again because I've been talking and I don't want my concealer to move. It's that deep for the concealer, like, yeah. But anyway, I'm gonna use my small beauty blender. It looks so dirty, but that's okay. I just use it for powder anyway, so I don't really, my backdrop's dropping again. It's falling again. But as I was saying, I don't use this beauty blender for anything else, so that's okay if it's like dirty with powder. So what I do is dab it into here, drop the excess out, and then put it on the back of my hand and just slide it, because when you dab it in there it's gonna have patches. Let me show you guys. It's gonna have like, I don't know if y'all can see this though. It's gonna have different patches on the beauty blender. So what I do is shake the excess out and put it on the back of my hand. Now I'm gonna, use this beauty blender again because we don't want creases, hon. And then I'm gonna just squeeze my beauty blender in and make sure I get it right into my under eye. Just like this, like there's nothing else to it. That's literally what I do. So now I'm gonna do the same exact thing for my left under eye. Gel these. Try to reach like the bottom of your eye where it creases the most with your powder. It's gonna be worth it, trust me. So yeah, just like this. One thing I do notice, if I go back inside the powder and I do the same thing again like 3 times, it's gonna like make me look like a whole ghost. So what I do for my chin and my nose, I just go back in with there, because there is excess powder. Like if I go like this, there's excess powder in the beauty blender, so what's the point of going back in, right? So I just put this on my nose, the same dabbing motion, just like this, and then put it on my chin as well. Just like this. So now I am going to use my Struggle Revolution HD Pro Sculpt and Contour palette. It looks like a struggle, but these two colors obviously are the two colors that I use to powder contour. Now, I don't really know the proper way. I don't know, because I've been told that I'm doing it the wrong way, but that's the way that works for me. So I can't put it where they're telling me to put it. I have to put it like where I'm used to putting it, and it works well. So I'm just gonna do this and that and gelatis. Yes, sir. Dab it off. I'm gonna go right there. See that? Gelati. And then I'm gonna go with it under the chin because double chin season is here, honey. Make sure you blend that in as well. If you want to, you can carry it up to your edges. Some people cream contour, and I see they cream contour here, down here, and around their eyebrows, but I know all that, so I'm still learning makeup, believe it or not. I sound cocky, but believe it or not. But some people actually really think that I'm the GOAT at makeup. I'm actually not. But yeah, I'm just gonna continue blending. And then I'm gonna do it on the other side as well. See? I'm gonna do it on the other side. Boom. Now we need to snatch the nose low key. Like, we need to snatch the nose. So I'm gonna use like this little brush. It's like angled and whatever. It's low key flat, but it's not flat. It's like fluffy a little bit. I got these brushes from Amazon, so I'll try to find the link. I'm not promising that. I'm really bad at putting things in the description box if you haven't noticed already. So yeah, I'm just gonna dab it into the two palettes that I'm focusing on, and then I'm gonna put it on my nose. You have to do this lightly because you don't want this harsh brown line on your nose. Boom. So now the same powder brush, the powder beauty blender that we have, I'm just gonna lightly dab the accents. I'm gonna lightly put it under where I just put the what's that called? The contour powder, or whatever you call it, right underneath there. This is a matte type of, not even type, but this is actually a matte look because I don't do dewy looks, to be honest. It doesn't work for me. So now that that's done, I'm gonna go in with this fluffy brush. And then for my eyelids, I'm gonna go in with this one right here. I think they discontinued this, so I don't even know why I'm like showing you guys it, because I don't think you guys will find this one. But I'm just using a lighter shade on my eyelids to make them pop. So after that, I put my eyeshadow on my eyelids. I'm going to take the same, actually not the same. I'm going to take this fluffy brush right here, and I'm going to just dab it into the powders that I contoured with, because I actually don't have a powder for my face, so I know that's what I'm supposed to be using, but improvise. We gotta improvise. So I'm just gonna sweep the excess powder that has not seeped into my skin. So boom. Now I know I look a little bit like a ghost, but keep in mind that I did mention that this powder is a little bit too bright for me. So I'm gonna drench my face in setting spray. So this setting spray is the Revolution Sport Fix Extra Hold Makeup Fixing Spray. So that's what I'm gonna use right now. Drench my face, and then I'll show you guys the technique that I do to actually keep my face, you know, snatched. Okay. So now my face is drenched in this setting spray. I don't allow it to like dry itself by itself now. I go in with my beauty blender. That's the trick. I go in with my beauty blender, and then I just dab in very, very lightly. Don't put any pressure on your beauty blender. Just let it do its job. And press the setting powder right into your skin, honey. So now that I've dabbed in all of that setting spray into my skin, I'm just gonna fan it out a little bit because it's not fully dried yet. Remember to use your beauty blender very lightly so it's not gonna dry off all of the setting spray. So now that my face feels completely dry, I'm just going to put my mascara on, and then I'll come back to put on my highlighter, and that's how you get the right foundation base every time. Alright you guys, so my mascara, I've put on mascara because I'm not able to put on lashes because this cold country freezed up my lash glue. Like, and if I order one, I don't know if it's gonna come frozen, if I'm gonna want to return it. It's just a whole lot of living in a cold country. But anywho, I'm here to put my highlighter on. This is the Beauty Base Living Living My Best Light highlighter palette. It looks like this. Now I'm gonna go back in with my beauty blender and just make sure everything's in the right place, which it is. As you can tell, my skin looks amazing. Like, please, girl, if you don't follow this tutorial, I don't know what you're doing, because this is the D, this is the T, okay? So I love this. I'm loving this. Ooh, my lips, I forgot. So I bought this lipstick because the Fenty Beauty Red lipstick, it looks too bright on me. So I bought like a darker red, and then to see if I'll put the Fenty Beauty on top of it. So let's do a little bit experiment. If it doesn't go right, then I'll just come back with Vaseline on my lip. What was that? Vaseline on my lips or lip gloss. Now my nose is itching me, and I have to itch it. Don't judge me. You do it too. I guess this video, if you guys enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and leave a comment down below and let me know what you think about my tips and tricks about my tips and can't speak. Anyways, you guys, that's the end of this video. If you guys enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Let me know in the comments, what do you think about this video. Let me know what you guys think. I think this look came out pretty good. So if you use my methods on how I film this look, or how I have my foundation routine or my foundation base, the perfect foundation base, I think that's what I'm gonna call this video. Use it. Just have a skincare routine. Moisturize your skin. Use the perfect primer for your skin type. And yeah, let me know what you guys think. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and turn your post notifications on for when I post a new video. Bye.